Hello, I'm Joe Barks. Welcome to another edition of The Road Back, brought to you by Club and Resort Business, Club and Resort Chef, and the Club and Resort Chef Association. Today's episode is sponsored by the Montague Company, a family-owned, family-operated business that traces its history to its founding in San Francisco in 1857 by Wilfrid Weed W.W. Montague. Today, the company is based in Hayward, California, and is known for using the skilled techniques and fine craftsmanship acquired in over 140 years of specialized manufacturing experience to produce the highest quality commercial cooking equipment. Montague's well-known and well-respected brands include the Legend series of heavy-duty ranges, counter equipment, fryers, broilers, and gourmet pizza ovens, Excalibur custom island suites, TechnoStar high-quality restaurant series ranges and equipment, and Vectair high-quality convection ovens. The company also recently acquired Turbo Coil refrigeration systems to further position Montague as a world leader in hot and cold integrated applications. Learn more at MontagueCompany.com. The coronavirus outbreak in the spring of 2020 caused every club to scramble to find ways to still provide food and beverage service for their members safely through takeout programs and socially distanced on-site dining. But imagine if you had also been planning to open a new bar and restaurant just as the pandemic began. That was the case for the Stone Creek Golf Course in Omaha, Nebraska, which has offered 27 holes of golf and the largest natural grass golf range in the state since 2000, but where a trailer had always served as the club's pro shop and snack bar. Plans were then finally set in motion to build a new 3,800 square foot restaurant and bar, which Stone Creek was still able to open in May of last year with a big assist from its sister club in Omaha, Champions Run. With us today to tell us how it all came together is Stone Creek's General Manager Connor Farrell, along with Ben Lorenzen, who's the creative director at Champions Run, and Champions Run Executive Chef John Benton. Thank you all for giving us a few minutes today. Connor, maybe you could start by telling us what the relationship is between Stone Creek and Champions Run, and also how the plans for this new restaurant first came about.
Absolutely. So first off, thank you very much for having us. The relationship is we have the same ownership group. So we are owned by the same two people that own Champions Run, own us at Stone Creek Golf Course and Eagle Run Golf Course. And so I'm able to tap into the resources that Champions Run has. And so I see a lot of those guys as mentors and resources in a lot of different areas that we just don't have over there at Stone Creek.
Stone Creek is public and Champions Run
Stone Creek is public and Champions Run is private. So we all have a lot of background in private club experience. And so I think that brings a very unique experience to Stone Creek Golf Course as we all strive to bring that service level to the public side.
Does Champions Run members have any special access to your course? Or
We offer a few different discounts. January and February, they play for free if we're open at Stone Creek. Mm-hmm. If we're not, our simulators are open to them for 20% off.
Okay. So how did all this restaurant finally come about?
So it came about, the owners kind of saw that there was a missed opportunity with our snack bar in that double wide, and just nothing in that snack bar could quite compare to what we needed. So the owners came with a vision, and then Andy Reitz, the general manager at Champions, and Chef John over there had the expertise in opening up a restaurant like that, and they brought a lot to us there. And then Keith Spiker, our food and beverage manager, he brought that hard work and determination every single day to really execute their vision.
As you got close to getting it completed and open, what kind of adjustments did you have to make when the pandemic hit?
Everything, absolutely everything. So in March, we were still in that double wide trailer, and we were only allowed 6 people inside, and we needed those 6 people to be checking in. So for the next 2 months, we operated with a stationary beer cart out by the putting green. And so we were operating our food and bev on a stationary beer cart. May comes around, and it really just came down to problem solving. We had new DHMs every single day, new rules that we needed to follow. And we kept solving those problems, moving people outside once we figured out that it was airborne and being inside wasn't a great thing. So we moved a lot of our chairs outside, spaced them out, and found out we could serve quite a few people without having too many people inside at once.
Well, Chef, you developed the menu for the new restaurant. How'd you go about making it special and appealing? And How'd you do all this while still having to make the needed adjustments at Champions Run for their food beverage service during the pandemic?
So with Stone Creek, we obviously knew there were going to be challenges getting it open, but we knew it was going to be a really cool opportunity to do something obviously very different from what we did from a double wide trailer with a roller grill to what we have now with an in-house dining and outside patio area and full bar. We wanted to kind of do like a tap house style menu where it was a really approachable comfort food. You think chicken wings, chicken sandwiches, burgers. One of the things that we actually are pretty proud of is we do all gluten-free pizzas or all cauliflower crust pizzas that we do. We really want to just try and hit a broad stroke of people, but really bring the attentiveness of the private club to a public space.
Did you get some special equipment?
Well, we got a little bit of equipment. It's a really small kitchen. I mean, essentially we've got a flat top, a fryer, a grill, and one oven and a cold top. And you'd be amazed at the size and amount of the size of events and the amount of food that we put out of that little space. But it's infinitely better than what the trailer was. Everything we did, we wanted to make sure that it was really high quality ingredients, and we wanted it to be really approachable. So we kind of started from, well, what's the best burger we can get? What's the best chicken we can get? What's the best pizza that we can build? And then it was kind of, how do we make that fall into a value price for all of our guests? Because we want to offer them that really high quality with a great value. Because really the food and beverage is kind of the icing on the cake at Stone Creek, as far as, we have an amazing golf course, an amazing golf team over there. We just wanted to take that experience to the next level. So as I said, we just kept it simple and used really good technique. And as far as from our end, we just set really high standards when we opened the place in training staff. You had asked, what needed to happen at Champions Run Food and Beverage Department for us to be able to open it. I was really, really fortunate to have kind of a wide breadth of people at Champions Run, and all of a sudden we didn't have a whole lot of stuff to do, right? So I was able to take 4 or so staff members from my team at Champions to go and kind of be a SWAT team to help do the training and opening of Stone Creek. And, kept a couple key people here at Champions and delegated some additional tasks to them. The orders still have to get done, inventory still has to get counted, that kind of thing. But basically we assembled a SWAT team, and we basically got that restaurant trained and opened in like 3 weeks from when we were good to go. And
help you keep some people on board that otherwise you might have had to let go or furlough?
Yeah, we only had to actually furlough staff for about a week. When we really didn't know what was going on. We kind of panicked. We set up a little food pantry and our thing and said, everybody take all the food that we're not going to use, and did that whole thing. But within a week, we found out, hey, we're still doing business. We transitioned to takeout, to go, family meal packs. We'll talk about the drive-through burger night later when we get to that. But we just got really creative at Champions Run to help keep these people employed. And the Stone Creek part was just kind of the icing on the cake to give some more opportunity and really transition some great knowledge to a new staff in a new area.
Hey, Ben, what were some of the other things that you and the other people on the team at Champions Run did to kind of help this restaurant get up and running and to promote it?
Yeah, like Chef said, the entire Champions Run management team came over. And so having all these individuals who are just experts in, hospitality, we were able to really provide that country club experience at our public course because we had all the hands and all the resources. So as far as the training goes, it was just awesome to be able to kind of coincide with their staff and being able to train the Stone Creek staff right from the get-go. And from the moment they opened their doors, they were just firing on all cylinders. But as far as the marketing goes, Stone Creek prior, to Connor and their team, they didn't really have a presence on social media. So that was one of our big things, is getting their facility up on social media, getting a lot of the things that we do at Champions Run, like drone shots, food photography, getting that content out there, because not only they're known for a great golf course, but we also wanted to start promoting this clubhouse as a family restaurant, and we wanted to brand it as such. So, we did a lot of mixologies, a lot of videos with Connor and the team, did live music, all that great stuff. And then we also if you saw a couple of the videos, we had some cameos from Shooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore, and then John Daly just did one for us as well. And John Daly is definitely some of our golfers up at Stone Creek. So it was really cool to see that, and just getting people talking about it. That was really our biggest goal.
So Connor, how did it all end up for you for the year, both in golf and restaurant activity?
we just smashed records this year. The records waved goodbye sometime in September. We ended up with 77,000 rounds, which was 18,000 more than we'd ever done before.
Wow.
It was absolutely incredible. And the coolest part about it was people had such a good time that we have 100% retention of our golf leagues, which we have 23 separate golf leagues that go on throughout our week, and we were able to retain every single one of them.
The restaurant do.
The restaurant was absolutely fantastic. We were only able to open in May, and we still about 2.5 times the amount that we did in the previous year in our food and bev.
Well, you had a trailer before, so
we had a trailer before, but I can't tell you how many 6-packs of beer we sold to each person. So
6-packs of beer and course burgers.
The course burger is absolutely the best hamburger in Omaha, man. I will fight anybody for that.
Did a lot of Champions Run members go over and use the restaurant too?
Absolutely, they do. You'll see a lot of people who recognize our bartenders because our bartending staff, 2 of the main guys came from Champions, and you'll just see them carrying conversations for 2 hours like it's old times at the old club.
That's great. You got a good outlook for 21 now too?
Oh, absolutely, we do. We don't think we're going to go back to pre-COVID numbers, but we don't think there's any way to quite hit what we did last year. So we found a happy medium in the middle there. And if our golf simulators are any indication, I think we're going to be absolutely full again this year because we had 28 total hours booked on the simulators yesterday. So we're absolutely slammed.
Wow. Well, Ben and Chef, I know Champions Run, and we always are writing about all the innovative things you do. So I know you didn't let the pandemic stop you from creating a lot of special activities and experiences for your members either. What were some of the other highlights of what you were able to do last year and what you have planned for 21?
I'll let Chef take it. I think our burger night was hands down one of the coolest events I've ever been a part of in my 7 years here at Champions, but that was his brainchild. So I'll let him talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so we did a number of things that were very outside the box events, but as Ben said, and kind of the most exciting one we did was this drive-through burger night. We have two buildings here at Champions Run property, and one of them is kind of the fitness center pool area, and it has a little kind of roundabout vestibule area where you can drive your car up under. And well, I ended up getting a friend to loan us a fryer, and we set up a big plancha grill out there, and we basically set up a drive-through burger restaurant in front of this thing. And I want to know, we had such a large percentage of our membership that attended this thing. We had cars backed all the way out onto the street from 132nd and Eagle Run here. It was very, very busy. We've done 3 of them so far, and every single one of them has just been a massive success. It's been kind of fun. The first one kind of really took us by surprise how busy we were. The second one, we had kind of cool activities for people to do in the car. And I think we had a scavenger hunt for the kids to do while they were there. And it was just kind of a cool thing. Everybody wanted to get out of the house. They were come do the drive-through and just hang out with their friends in the drive-through at Champions Run. So it was kind of a cool deal.
You think that'll be a permanent thing you'll keep doing on a regular basis? Or?
I think that's going to make an appearance to come back. With people being able to go out and go dine now, they're not completely shut down like we were at one point of the pandemic. I think that our response for membership is going to be a little bit less than what it has been. But I still think that everybody's had a really great time. And now our challenge is how do we translate that into something that people can actually come to when we get kind of things open back up here. It's the drive-through burger night was awesome. We had an amazing fish fry for Lent that we did 4 weeks in a row. That was kind of a drive-through pickup. And we actually even started doing delivery. We had a massive fall festival that we did outside, spread across the whole property. It's been kind of crazy. And we're topping all that off with going into the new year with a complete dining area renovation in the clubhouse. And for the culinary side, at least, that means every week in February, we get to do a different theme menu. So we're kind of doing we're changing the restaurant every week. So we have a New York City steakhouse theme, an Italian theme, Taqueria week, and then a kind of a Lenten seafood kind of restaurant. It's kind of fun to have the opportunity to change and do those items as they come about.
That's not surprising. That's surprising. You got one more?
Yeah, it did. Sorry. When we get reopened in March, we've got obviously a whole new menu rollout. So when we're fully open, we'll be rocking on that.
It's not surprising to hear because we know how Champions Run is just constantly moving ahead. And it sounds like Stone Creek's moving ahead well now, too. So we thank you all for filling us in on what you're all doing, even in these crazy times. And we'll look forward to hearing about your continued success as your properties, at both of your properties, as the new year unfolds. So thanks again for your time.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Once again, this has been The Road Back, brought to you by Club and Resort Business, Club and Resort Chef, and the Club and Resort Chef Association. And today's episode was sponsored by the Manager Company. If you have a great idea or success story you'd like to see featured on a future episode of The Road Back, please contact us at editor@clubandresortbusiness.com.